Okay, so today, Sunday, 27th of August, the end of my trip to Sierra Leone. I departed a flight back to the UK after having witnessed the disaster that took place in Sierra Leone. And yeah, my assessment at the end of it, really, it's quite damning, unfortunately. And because when you look at it, first of all, that was an incident that should never have occurred. Even if, yes, there would have been a landslide in any case, but it should never have killed that many people. Is that as a result of negligence of those in charge of the country that has happened, somebody should be paying the price for it up there. It's just an absolute travesty of justice that so many people can be killed by an incident and nobody takes responsibility, especially when it could have been averted. What did I see there? I saw an area that has been completely cleared of any sign of living. The whole entire vast width of the slope, mountains, hill slope, mountain slope, was cleared. Basically, anybody that was living on that slope was killed, was pretty much killed. The only people at the peripheral of the landslide stood any chance. And from my record, from what I've been told, a lot more people died than have been told. I don't know who's getting credit for hiding the truth, but thousands of people have been killed on that slope. Just one incident I heard of a church. They were doing an all-night prayer vigil or something, and every one of their congregation, there's 300 or so strong congregation, wiped out. Families sleeping. I mean, this occurred early hours in the morning. Nobody or hardly anybody survived. As I said, just a few people that were the peripheral of the landslide that survived. It was horrific. And I got there. There was the emergency services were nowhere to be seen. Obviously, more than 2 days after the incident, they realized there's nothing you can do. And in any case, even if they want to do something, they couldn't, because they didn't have the equipment. Not even a sniffer dog, not even some ultrasound or some kind of like detector to sense movement or noise, that might be taking place in the under the landslide, the earth. But as you look around Freetown, it's exactly the same negligence and corruption that is causing hardship for every citizen, nearly every citizen in the country, as a vast majority are living way below the poverty line, living in atrocious condition. The same corruption causing landslide, and the same negligence that causes landslide that is leading to filth everywhere. The country is just filthy, and the same corruption that is corrupting the minds of the people to the point where they themselves are negligent of their own selves. They don't really care. They don't care about each other. They don't care about, even themselves. They're obviously looking at the top and seeing how they're behaving, and they're deciding to do the same as well. So I wanted the area, just going back to that landslide, the area was actually cordoned off as a potential hotspot for a landslide many years ago. I've been reliably informed, and since this current government, this ruling government, took over, they took away that restriction, allowed people to go and live up there. Obviously, they don't care. They probably don't even have an idea of what risk they're putting people, because they're not the person who's responsible to make that decision is probably not qualified to make that decision, and they're too pig-headed to get advice, and hence even the minister was on that slope, lost his house, lost everything, and I understand that all his, we had people in his house at the time and they passed away, but the minister himself was in hospital or something like that. And Sierra Leone, unfortunately, right now it needs help, but it's not even help from the landslide. It needs help in all areas, just generally needs assistance. It needs a new direction. It needs complete overhaul of the system. It cannot carry on as it is. It's a failed state. It's a failed state. A state that cannot look after its own people is a failed state. Let's call a spade, and people should be hanging their heads down in shame for this. Worse than, they should be arrested. They should be arrested and put away for life for causing mass murder due to their own negligence. And so anyway, I brought some clothes and quite some money to buy stuff to give away. But the fact is that there were not many survivors to give away stuff to, because pretty much they're just dead. They're just dead, and there's not much. I mean, there are millions of pounds being sent, and no doubt the Sierra Leone government is begging for more. And spending on what? Spending on what? The few people that are there, there's more than enough money to give them a very good life for the rest of their lives. But obviously, they're going to use the opportunity to ask for more money, which goes straight into their pockets. So international community, beware. Sierra Leone needs help, but from the landslide, it just needs lessons learned. Lessons need to be learned, and somebody needs to pay the price for all those people dying. Good news. I did quite a lot of work. A friend of mine came down, fantastic. We've raised quite a lot of money for the Kankale Islamic Mission, and hopefully, but it's not free money. Obviously, it's tagged with lots of conditions. We went out there and we're starting to put things in place, because education is the future for Sierra Leone. Education is where it's happening. Education is the only solution. The current crop, the current leadership in Sierra Leone, the adults, the people who are supposed to be, leading where have failed, and maybe the young people can have their say and be able to take charge of this country one day. And so hopefully next year, up to now, between now and September, I hope to report back and show significant progress at one of the schools that we've high-marked for development. That's the Kankale Girls School girls' school at Kisi Mesmes. And let's see how we get on with that. But my trip to Sierra Leone to try and see what we can do for the landslide has just made me more despair. Made me despair even more about the system, but at the same time more determined to do what I can to correct the situation. So, thank you.